So tell me about Brave Books.
So I feel like the last few years has been crazy, starting with 2020. Like, I would say I was pretty passive when it came to like the worldviews, so to say. Like, I had my worldviews and I had things I wanted to live out in my own life, but I wasn't like hyper aware of like what's going on in society. And then when like...
Right. I can't overstate. I've been to where you live, so I know how far away you live.
Yeah. And so then 2020, 2021 hit and like all this craziness started happening. And like you can kind of start to see through like what is actually going on here. Cause I don't think it's as simple as a virus being, you know.
You don't. Just emerge from a wet market organically and...
No.
Yeah.
So then... you know, I just started to realize like who I partner with and where I put my money matters. And as a professional athlete, like you're given all kinds of deals that, you know, could make you money, you know?
Yeah.
But they're not necessarily like good things, you know? Like, for example, I've had a professional career in surfing and I never took a deal with an energy drink, because I just don't believe in those. And that was an area where I drew the line because I didn't think it was healthy. And it's not something I want to promote to anyone, let alone children who look up to me.
What if it was Mountain Dew Berry Blast?
No Mountain Dew Berry Blast either.
Okay. Just what I'm trying to find your red lines.
Yeah. You know, I do drink coffee, so I might have promoted a little coffee drink here and there.
Yeah, I love coffee.
You know, but I'm promoting smoothies and I'm promoting like finding your fuel and energy in food and taking care of yourself and like just living a healthy lifestyle. But fast forward 2020 and all that chaos hits and I'm like, what are we promoting? And so I get this opportunity I get Brave Books emailing me and being like, hey, do you want to write a children's book with us? And I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. But this company is standing against a lot of the societal norms and they're trying to build the family. They're trying to build up children to have solid identities, to say no to the lies of the world, to be aware of like the challenges that they're going to face as they grow about life. And now I'm reading them to my children. I'm like, this is the raddest book ever to be able to read my children to sleep. And
when you say something, for people not from Hawaii, when you say something's the raddest book ever, that's good.
Good, epic, solid. So like, for example, one of my favorite Brave books besides my own, I mean, like I like my book, but I'm just not like that. But it's about this little boy who has to save his sister and he has to like go on this crazy journey to find this ice flower. And if he drips the little ice flower on her lips, she'll survive the pokey that she stepped on that's going to poison her. And so he's having to like basically become a man and like save his little sister. And it's like the sweetest little story. And now my 3-year-old's like, I'm going to go find an ice flower for my baby sister. And it's like, it's computing in his head, like the life that he should live is to save the young woman in his life and to protect her and to, you know, face his fears on her behalf. And he goes on this like gnarly journey and he's crying at one point. And it's just this rad little book. I think it was called The Son of Truth. No, it wasn't The Son of Truth, but that's another one that's really good too. But anyway, I'm like, my agent's like, hey, are you sure you want to partner with this company? Because once all the big corporational sort of companies see you partnering with Brave Books, they're not likely going to want to partner with you as much anymore. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it felt like I was like walking off a cliff. And I think I kind of did walk off some sort of cliff, but like it felt like a good one.
A good cliff.
Yeah. And then like, so I partnered with Brave Books. I wrote my book, Surfing Past Fear. It's a really sweet story inspiring children to overcome their fears. And then about 9 months later, the World Surf League starts allowing males to compete in the female division. And I'm the only one walking off that cliff saying, no, like this is not okay. And we're not about to allow males to compete I'm not about to have males competing against me willingly. And that was a whole nother just step of faith in that someone's got to say no.